Okay, we got some good things accomplished today. It looked like the one defense, and just what I could tell watching, between everything, I thought the one defense stepped up and made some really good plays today, did some really nice things, and then I thought the two offense versus the two defense, I thought the two offense did some nice things. So, overall it was good. There weren't, I think, there were very few, if any, turnovers that I remember or marked down, but I thought the guys took care of the ball well. Overall, I'd say it was a good spring. We got a long way to go. You got a chance to see some of the new faces out there on the field that are going to have to make plays for us this year, and we still got a long way to go.
Has there been any headway with the quarterback position
this
spring in terms of somebody stepping up?
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. I'd say that they've made a lot of progress, but I wouldn't say anybody separated themselves, so we'll get into the summer and get into fall camp, and if somebody separates at that time, then we'll make a decision. If not, I know we got to put somebody out there in the first game, so we'll do that. But I'm not anywhere close to making a decision.
Was the order today that the quarterbacks went out there, was it just part of a change in rotation?
It was just a rotation. They were working. He had them on a pitch count, basically, knowing how many plays he wanted each one of them to get. They just roll with the ones and the twos all the way through.
Have you ever been in a similar situation with quarterbacks where you didn't really have a guy coming out of spring?
There's been many times I hadn't had a guy coming out of spring because everybody wants a quarterback name by the end of spring, and some of it's just out of spite on my part, and some of it's that nobody has separated themselves. And in this case, nobody separated themselves. We've got 4 guys that are competing for the job right now, and I think all 4 have made good progress. I don't think that any one of them is ready to go for us at this point, But through all the work over the summer and all the work through fall camp, we'll have somebody ready to play and lead this team.
Do they seem to have command of what you want to do, just schematically, like the quarterbacks? Is it an execution thing that they know what they need to run, but maybe they're not executing it as well as you want?
It's a combination of a lot of things. Yeah. A lot of it's just at that position, experience is pretty important. Or if you're not going to be experienced, you better have a lot of experienced guys around you. We don't have that luxury right now on offense, so those guys are going to, it is what it is. So, we've got a lot of young guys that are playing. A lot of young guys are going to step in. Those guys have to grow quickly. They got to grow quickly, and so. Again, that's going to be reps and how much time they spend in it, how much time they want to study, and how much time they want to actually put into it.
What was behind moving Jason Strobridge inside, and how has he handled that?
You know what, because he's got such a quick first step, we think he's growing out of the defensive end position for us as far as what we're looking for. He's up to 275 pounds right now. He's probably going to be 285, 290 by the start of fall. So we went ahead and moved him in there to get some reps to see what he looked like. Deke really liked what he saw early on in spring, so we decided to keep him in there. So we had a little bit of depth at the defensive end spots, and so it was good for him to get a bunch of reps. So now he could play either position for us.
What about Bentley Spain moving to guard? Is that permanent? And he started for 3 years at tackle.
Yeah, we've had 2 centers go down this spring, and so Polino had to move in to play some center, and so we said, all right, let's move Bentley in for the last week. Let's get him some reps at guard. So really, we're trying to make those offensive linemen as interchangeable as possible to find out what our best 5 are going to be. Somebody rolls an ankle, who's going to be the best 5? Does that mean Sweet goes up to left tackle or Heck goes in to right tackle and Bentley stays? So we want to be able to have as many combinations as possible.
Roscoe and Millette both had big games out there today. Have they shown that kind of consistency throughout spring ball?
They've all flashed throughout spring, and that's what we're looking for. We're trying to find some consistency. If you're going to do it today, I want you to do it tomorrow and the next day also. And if we can get that consistency, we have some talent. We just got to get that consistency out of those guys.
What has been different from Javal that he's kind of maybe taken those strides now as opposed to before?
Well, one, this was the first off season that Javal's actually gone through. Last year it was 2 shoulder surgeries, simultaneous, so we missed all of the off season, so he's really just now, strength-wise, getting back to a point where he looks like he can do some things, where he can use his body in the air, use his body on the ground, all the things that he needs to do to be a great receiver. And he's also, now he feels comfortable with it mentally. When you're on the sideline and you're not playing at all, whether it's a shoulder surgery or what is, it's hard to stay into it mentally. And we're just now getting him back where he's feeling comfortable with the offense.
What are
Larry,
you seeing from the early enrollees? Are you impressed?
Oh yeah, I mean, these guys should be in high school right now. I mean, we're right now talking to them. Okay, what's the date of your prom? So they can go to prom. When are you supposed to walk with your class? So we can send them back and make sure they walk with their class. So there's no conflicts with our classes here. And so yeah, they should be doing that right now. Full time. So every single rep that they've got, I mean, Zach Gill and all right, so I throw my names on Jordan Riley. All right, my two inside guys. I mean, they're getting reps against college, guards and tackles, and so it's invaluable for them. I mean, so as tough as it's been on them, it's been great for them at the same time. Mike, we just haven't been able to keep Michael Carter, we haven't been able to keep his ankle healthy, and he's shown flashes of doing some great things with us all spring. And so JT and Cawthon has done some really good jobs. I mean, a really good job. So, I mean, he's flashed at times during practice. So every rep that those guys get, it's really crucial. Jonah Melton played the entire thing today. I mean, didn't miss a snap. So, I mean, those guys, when the rest of their class gets here in June, I mean, they'll be way ahead of them.
And specifically for Michael Carter, what do you see from him? He's stepping into a pretty big role.
Yeah, he's got great burst, great quickness. He sees, he's got great vision, really good balance. And the only thing, the thing that's been the toughest for him is picking up all the protections, and that always is for every running back that comes in. It's they don't. Not near as many protections in high school, and so we've got to make sure that things are simple enough that he understands them and he can do a great job protecting the quarterback.
All right, let's take two more. We got players waiting.
What do you want to see from your players in terms of individual development from now in the spring until the time that they can be coached out on the field?
Yeah, well, right now they'll go right back into the off season with Lou and his staff. So we've got 3 solid weeks for them to get back into the weight room hard, continue the conditioning, do all the things they need to do to get their bodies back where they need to be. And that's making sure they've got a base as we get into the summer. And then we get into the summer, it's going to be a grind. I mean, it's going to be a grind. They got to put the time in on their own, besides what Lou and those guys are going to do. It's going to take some extra effort on a lot of them because they don't have the experience yet.
How did you feel about your kicking game through spring?
I thought it was good. I wouldn't say great. Tom has been doing a great job in the punting, and we didn't have him this last week. But Lent stepped in and hit the ball fairly well. He's got to become more consistent, and we've just got to be more consistent on our field goals. That's all.
All right, thanks everybody. We're going to have players